I trust the ones before us.
Welcome back, everybody, to Fruit for Thought, the Shade Maker storytelling series, with this week focusing on our diversity monologist from Gonzaga University.
My name is Kira. Home is Seattle, Washington. I'm a current senior here at Gonzaga, majoring in communication studies and women and gender studies. I have minors in English and history, so I stay pretty busy.
So you're a second-year monologist. How are we feeling about this second year?
I'm super excited. I think writing another monologue was super fun. I got to take a really different approach than I did last year, and I think I feel a lot more confident going into the show and the opportunity and really taking advantage of what it has.
What did you learn from last year's experience?
I learned I needed to memorize my monologue a lot earlier. But I got a lot out of the conversations that I had after diversity monologues, and I'm really excited to continue that. I think the messaging this year is really clear.
So talking about this year's theme, it centers around purpose. What does purpose mean to you in the context of the story you're telling?
I thought the purpose theme was really, really timely. I think as I'm a senior and as I'm heading out of my time at Gonzaga, I've thought a lot about my purpose, and my monologue is all about what I came to Gonzaga thinking my purpose was going to be and how that's shifted and evolved into something maybe a little bit different than I had intended, but a lot of the same driving factors of caring for others and my values have stayed really close to my heart.
Is there a perspective, assumption, or stereotype that your piece invites the audience to reconsider?
I think there are two key things that I'm trying to have people reconsider. First, the idea that change has to be scary all the time. I have a part where I talk about how joyful the shift that I experienced in college was, and I think we often forget that change is something anxiety inducing, but it can also be something really beautiful. And I'm also trying to challenge the idea that we have to know what we want to do at 18.
Yeah, there's like that expectation of like you have to have your whole life figured out. And so I guess like in knowing that, what kind of advice would you give about that? As you know, you're a senior now, it's been like 4 years, and it's like I'm not that 18-year-old now. I know you talk about cartwheeling into, your purpose.
I'm also an admission ambassador for Gonzaga, and I think my favorite thing to tell prospective students and families is that the semester that I was undecided on my college major was the best semester that I had. I got to take so many different classes, and all of them were interesting to me because I didn't take anything that I didn't want to be in. I don't know why we expect 18-year-olds when they're applying to college to commit to their lifelong path, and that opportunity to be undecided and to have that moment of exploration was really, really critical in my development. So I came to Gonzaga intending to be a biology major on a pre-med track and really did not find my spark there, and found a new path to majors and minors and things like diversity monologues that have really shaped my experience here.
I'm wondering, like, when did it kind of click for you?
I think there wasn't necessarily a singular moment. I spent a lot of my high school years doing diversity and social justice work, and that was really fruitful for me, but I thought of it only as a hobby or a passion project and not something that I could turn into a career. And it took being in classes with professionals, professors, and working in the community that I really saw that it was more than just a passion, and that people had turned this into their jobs. People had turned thinking about race and student experiences into things that were actually something that they could make money and do for the rest of their lives.
This might feel a little bit sidetracked, but you kind of brought up like the professionals, the professors, the mentors. Like, how important do you think that they were in this journey?
My adults are my favorite people ever. They really have gotten me to where I am. I have mentors from high school who are so important to me, and I love them very dearly. I have so many professors here who have been so influential in my life and my path, and have shown me different ways to be the person that I want to be. So yeah.
Oh, that makes my heart so happy.
It makes my heart happy.
Yeah, because I'm over here like I just want to keep learning from like the older folk around me, because there's just so much wisdom there, and also just the whole encouragement. And it's different when you have somebody that just believes in you and allows you to explore outside of the box. That makes my heart So happy.
Absolutely. And I hope that I can become the person that people were for me, so encouraging students to take those leaps and explore what they're passionate about.
With that in mind, what do you hope that they take away?
I think I kind of mentioned it before, but this idea that changes not always have to be scary, that sometimes there are really exciting opportunities to grow in different directions.
Yeah.
I think that's super important. And this idea that it's good and that we don't have to commit.
How has exploring the story that you're telling helped you reflect on your own sense of purpose? Or the way people understand you and your experiences?
This piece is very reflective for me, so there's a lot of that, just reflecting on who I've been at Gonzaga and who I want to become, and I think that's a really critical part of why I wrote this, and I hope that that's portrayed throughout my entire piece, is that my experience at Gonzaga has been hard. There's a lot of beauty in it too, and so I want all of that to be encapsulated.
Do you want to tell the audience why they should come to Diversity Monologue?
It's my favorite thing ever. This will be my 4th year at Diversity Monologues. Like, I went my freshman year, my sophomore year. I've chased Christian Page everywhere. I'm chasing him across Washington State right now in the month of March. And what a fun thing it is, and what a cool thing it is to see people's stories, even if they're not directly related to your own life. You'll never see a story that's directly related to your own life, but you'll find something in every single story that gets told at Diversity Monologues. It's just kind of the nature of the program. We're humans. We're trying to tell human stories.
Well, you heard it here, everybody. That was like the perfect way to close out of why you should be here on Tuesday, March 31st at Myrtle Woodson at 6 o'clock to check out Kira and 11 other monologists sharing their stories. So we hope to see you there.
I trust the ones before us.